Hey friends, welcome back to the video. Sitting at about $97 now with bankroll. So we had a bad day yesterday. Today's session we're up $8 overall, but with the rake we're down. So we were down $2. So with the bankroll, so we started with 99 yesterday with yesterday's video, and then we're down into 97 at the moment. And yeah, so anyway, we'll make it back with the C dollars. And that's how it'll work. So we'll try and put as much we can put in, try and get, upwards of, we're going to try and keep on the leaderboards and try and make a couple of dollars here and there, plus make some rake back as well. Try and get to as close as possible to get to that the next shrimp level as well. And then we'll, once we hit the next level, it's going to be very hard to make, like, I think 16,000 within 2 weeks. So when that's the case, when we hit a hurdle, then we'll think about the killer whale. But if we got the regs, like if we go to 5 NL and we get a few boosts from the C dollars, then we can actually start playing more 5 NL and more 10 NL, and then we can probably accumulate enough points to keep going and keep that dream alive of within 30 days get to 50 NL, which will be quite funny if we do. I'm not saying we're going to do it, but there's a huge chance that we probably won't. But there's even a bigger chance that we won't if we just, give up now and click the 50% cashback now. So we're definitely going to get 50% cashback when we click it. And you're going to get 100 days to do it when you click it. So the only reason why this plan won't work is if we go bust way before. But if we continue to build up our game, so we've got flush all day. But if we continue to build up our game, I can't see us going bust anytime soon. There's still a chance that we can, but we're pretty solid with 97 at the moment. And as long as we keep strict bankroll, we did have one session where we tried 10 NL quite scarily a little bit. But then we got to our senses pretty quickly and went back down. So that was not too bad, but it gave us invaluable experience at that level anyway. So I just said we just had a look at what we're up against anyway. I had a bit of showdown value there with Jack 8, which is nice. Got 2 pair hand, could check raise here. This is a big blind under the gun battle as well, so I think he could have a lot of, but he only limped in, so I don't even know what he's doing. Limping in's not a good play. I'm gonna bet here, scary card on the river. Pocket Fire's got some showdown value, but it could easily be beaten. No point in putting money in if you beat, and no point in trying to get someone off a worse hand because you got to win the hand regardless, so you're just risking money. Like one of the hands yesterday we saw, like in yesterday's video, you would have seen, someone tried getting me off a hand with Ace King, but we already, there was no way he had the worst hand there. So looking at yesterday's graph, sorry, it cut off the numbers, which I wasn't aware, but it actually said $8 towards the end, but you'll see there was a spike. We went up pretty solid for the first hour, and then there was a bit of a brief period where we hit a downward turn. We could probably even feel the downward turn happening where we're just going pretty much, things weren't going our way. But then towards the end there, it started going our way again, but we had a couple of hands there that we didn't really make a good decision. And I just thought having a little bit of a break, having a coffee will do things. And this is the same day as yesterday's video, really, but yeah, just having a break, having a coffee. The trick is, for me, I think it changes per person. If you're a really fit person and you do, I know this is a flush coming out, but it's still better anyway. You can still have 2 pairs. If we get jammed on, we could probably find a fold. But yeah, if someone really fit, goes to the gym often, energetic, could probably step tables way longer. But I think an hour and a half to 2 hours stint is perfect. I think all my sessions between an hour and a half seem to be really good. We're going to play as much as we can, probably until the wife comes home. So that could be an hour. I don't know. We're going to raise here pocket fives, actually, because we're out of position a lot. He could actually raise us and force us to fold, though. But it's much harder to... I'm just going to call anyway. He could be doing it really wide. Going to get the free card with the suited hand. Didn't get there. Could have bet the turn, but lucky we didn't. Alright, so that's the reason why we called. He's highly dominated. But we didn't know that. Going to throw the bet in with 9-7. We didn't have showdown value. Alright, just going to check there. They get sticky with aces, but we actually built the pot up just in case we actually hit our hand as well. Okay, so we had a nice little boost up already with one table. A couple of small hands that didn't go our way though, so they can't be unnoticed as well. Trying to go in for the steal. 5-4s, there's no chance there. Hopefully Lionel 10 keeps folding. But he doesn't fold that hand. Got to bet they have pocket 10s, who knows, they might have missed. Oh, hit the 10. What's the chances of them having Queen Jack though? It's pretty freaky that they have Queen Jack, but there are bad players that will actually have chased all the way. I'm probably one of those players though. Okay. I'm going to raise it, and I'm probably going to regret it. He didn't fold it. He didn't fold the flop. He could have an ace. Could have 2 pair now. So we raise it. Even if he jams, I think we could argue a call. Couple of steals. Much easier to steal on the I always call it the cash and run tables, but it's actually Russian cash. I'm going to fold here. Could have ace king a lot of the times. Could be dominated. If it's a suited hand, we're not totally dominated, so we can actually call behind. Ace queen I might actually call though. You're going to have a tipping point where you're going to have strong hands to call. Can't just fold everything. Right, sometimes it looks like I just fold everything, but... I gotta fold there. I was umming and ahhing about folding. Alright, he's out of position. I'm going to call. If he spike a queen, we're laughing. If he's got aces and kings, he's trying to stoke players. And he might have ace king. I'm going to bet here. I think we've got the best hand. With the only thing we could have done was maybe 4-bet there. It was quite a small bet. He could be highly trapping us as well. I'm going to check behind here. He could have the best hand, but we're going to keep his bluffs in his range as well. Also, if the king comes up, we'll probably fold. So we probably deserve that. We probably should have thrown a bet in the turn. So we missed that hand up just a little bit. Well, actually, I think do we call behind on the? Do we call behind or check? Maybe. Anyway, if we went check, it was wrong. If he bet and we just called, that's fine as well. But hey, Bollywood techno is actually pretty good. Remember when this song was actually quite big, the original. It's gonna fold there. There's just so much danger. Got kings. Yeah. What happened was yesterday's session as well. One of yesterday's sessions, I was calling too much. Not yesterday's video. The video before that, where I started off good, but the tables were really tight, full of regs, and it was just things weren't happening. I was going pretty well holding myself, but then eventually got pretty tired. And then some of your weak parts, some of your leaks come out that you've just fixed up. And then I was just calling too many 3-bets, and yeah, it just wasn't great. Some things never change. Like, I mean, some things just stay strong with us, but we're slowly dying. We're slowly getting eaten away by just playing too many bad moves. And if you're good enough, you don't need big hands to win. You should be able to steal enough to, keep afloat. We hit a 6. We got a call there. See what the river brings. No, it's gonna fold there. He bets. If we hit our trips, hit our set, we just raise him. Give him a tough decision. 6s are gone. They missed. 7s could be good there. But yeah, a lot of people go, oh, it's rigged, it's not, you have a bad session. But just be really aware of what the reasons, like that session where I didn't do great that day, it was a hot day as well. There was plenty, I overplayed the session as well. And when you're running sideways for about an hour, you're only going to go one way if you keep playing. You're going to get fatigued. The only upside is we got the volume in, so hopefully we get the $C in following that. We'll check behind there. Could have the second best hand with jacks. This is a case of WTF. We could probably argue to call that, but we're not going to. Missed the 6, unfortunately. Could have tripled up, maybe. There's always a potential if an ace comes out that they've got ace king. Oh, 4 calls, so we're actually got to pay attention there. Alright, so we hit a pair and we've hit a flush draw. 8 for 8, I think we call that just for fun. 9's not a great card for us. Alright, top pair, top kicker, value 10. Oh man, we are dead. The only way we could win there is if we go in for a total bluff. Ace 9 whiffs. Probably could have bet the flop, but we missed it. We just get out the way and say sorry for your time. Same thing again. Could have probably argued the bet on the king since we 3-betted pre-flop. But let's move on. Gonna bet here. He checked the ace, so we're just gonna bet here. The ace can hit our range a lot of times. We're not capped. Okay, he checked behind, so he's capped. And that's what some people have been saying. Pay attention to their capped range as well. You can probably put some pressure on its capped range as well. Under the gun versus big blind battle. Been working through them lately as well. It's going to bet this one out. Looks like it missed everyone. Hit top pair. I'm going to bet this. Hopefully got the best hand. Then he just folds, gets out the way. So that's a nice little hand. That's a hand that we don't normally get. So that was... Those little hands could add up a little bit. Could probably help us. I'm going to fold King Jack out of position. People go, why? It's because... Oh, what the hell is this guy doing? Probably could argue to call there. Could be doing that with any ace. It's going to flat here. Got 2 pairs. Should be an interesting hand. There's 2 people in the hand with Jack 9 suited, so I'm just going to call behind. I gotta bet this. I don't want the club to come out, so we're on defensive detail. Try and charge his draws. He could also already have a flush. Could already have made hands as well. I'm gonna call here. I'm gonna give him just free card. We're gonna make him work for it. Alright, so he didn't bet us, so we can actually bet here for the best hand, I think. Could also have a 9 there. He could have had 2 overcards. If he raises on the river, I think he's got a jack though. King Queen, we're going to fold because we're going to be heavily dominated against him. But we also could have looked at, we've been a bit lazy. So we could have actually just called. Or check these player stats and see like what type of player he was. That's something we haven't done. Been a little bit lazy. I'm going to bet top pair here. Hopefully he folds. Sixes might get there. I could check call probably with 7. Gonna open up a bit wide with the button. Alright, against 4 key calls, we're not gonna go wide against him. Alright, so let's remember this one. Alright, so he called, so we're not going to call him, we're not going to worry about stealing his blinds, but you never know, maybe they're folding a lot of times. Yeah, it's a lot of folding going on. Could have the best hand with the diamonds though. So we call. He must know that we've got a diamond. And if he doesn't have a diamond, he checks behind. If he's got a good diamond, he's going to bet again. Pretty sick if he's got like a 10 of diamonds though. Could fold there. Check there with the ace jack. And then call the rivers. Cheap enough to call. Yep, it's gonna call here. Could have the best hand there a lot. We did keep the hand, the pot down low as well. Pocket 3 is gonna give up there. Everyone's doing well today. Always, you know, in the comments as well, talk about your poker as well. Where are you guys playing? What type of level are you playing? Are you playing much higher? Do you just play home games? Do you just, you know, sometimes people play pub tournaments. People play, you know, all types. Some people actually travel the world to play a tournament. There's always that one guy. You think you're having a bad day, right? I always think of that one guy. When I have a bad day, there's always that one guy that travels 10,000 kilometers and then they get busted out the first hour in the tournament. Just imagine that. There's always that guy. Alright, I'm gonna bet there with Queen Jack. Actually got a lot of equity there. We probably don't even need to bet, but I'm gonna put a little value in anyway. Continue stealing, especially from the green tables. I got a call here with top pair. He could be bluffing a lot of the times as well. Alright, ace jack. Going in for the C bet. Alright, this guy plays quite wide, it looks like. So I'm going to call him. Yeah, against the normal regs that are quite tight, more likely to fold. I actually don't think the ace actually hit him. We've got 2 pair here. I don't think... Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be the best hand, but we had 2 pair. And against someone with a wide range, anything could have happened. I was trying to find the hand, but we didn't get there in time. He played quite a wide range, so... Yeah, it could be all the way down. Anyway. Got 72 behind us. Gotta be aware that a lot of chances of the bankroll going down, just purely for the rake. People do complain, but it just means the dynamics change. You get the quantity in. Get the quantity and you make it back in $C anyway. And you go, oh, maybe you can't make the quantity, but... I gotta bet it quite big there. We've got 9. Unless he's got pocket, you know, top set or something like that. I don't think we need to be scared. There's also a flush out there, but we've got a book, so we're not even scared the book. We've got the nuts most times there. Not the absolute nuts, because the absolute nuts would have been top set. Because top set would have had a book as well. I'm gonna bet 2. Big blind will absolutely miss there a lot of the times. I'm still trying to get my head around that. That's a good card for 4s as well. Alright, so what is going on here? Probably going to be folding there a lot of times. It's going to call there. I don't want to 3-bet against him. He seems quite tight, 20% of hands. I've got a bet here. Queen 10's a good hand, playing up against in the blind battle. He checks again on the turn. We're going to steal that hand, King Queen. I'm going to fold here. You could actually have an ace high and actually have the best hand. You got a flat here. You got jacks. Not a great hand for jacks though. And I'm going to bet there Jack 10. We still got the best hand some of this time. Also, we can also get a straight as well. Jack's just going to get out the way and say, sorry. Continue betting there. We actually fill it up with a straight. Pretty tragic if he ends up having just, you know, turns it larger straight. Like, I think it's King Queen or something like that. Or is it Queen Jack? I think we got Jack 10. Yeah. No. It was the Jack 10 anyway. Alright, bit of folding. If he calls, we need another 4. This is a free card. Got 2 pair. I'm going to raise him. I got a call here. He could have lost. He could have Ace King here. All the times. We don't need to bet there because if we bet there and he's got a better hand, we're just valuing ourselves, which is just negative EV, I guess you'd say. Could argue the call with the Jack 9, but go for the steals. Always go for the steals on the Zoom type tables. I'm going to bet here because you've got an open ender. It's going to be a nice type of bluffing hand. You know, like we'll actually get a hand and will look like a bluff, but it's a disguised hand. 10-9's really getting nothing there. 7-6 is going home. Just gonna call extra 2 cents to see if we can get some diamonds, which would be nice. Which we didn't get. Alright, poker 4s is going. 10-9 just absolutely danced around the board. Probably argue a 3-bet Queen Jack there, but Queen Jack, I don't really like the hand. King 8 suited is a nice hand. I mean, none of the Zoom tables we're not playing it from the cutoff, but from the blue tables we will. It'll be part of our 4-betting bluffing range. Alright, so you gotta bluff this one. If he shoves it all in, we're just donating to him, which would be just tragic. He's got queens now, he's crying. You gotta have queens and jacks there and we're killing him. Alright, gotta raise there quite big with pocket kings. Gonna see if I can spot a jack on the river. Need a little bit of help. Looks like we're jamming it in. Could be a lot of hands that he has. Could have aces as well. We haven't ran into aces versus kings for a while. Could have queens, hopefully. Doesn't really matter what he's got. We made the best play, I believe. He could also fold too, which is just gave us a free ride as well. Whenever you make a play and then you put yourself in a bad position, make a play and put yourself in a bad position, you just know that you've made the stuff up somewhere. It usually stems from bad pre-flop selection as well. And don't forget, if you're enjoying the content as well, like hanging out with us, just, you know, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff. I don't want to sound desperate or anything, but it'd be nice to get a few subs and likes. Just to see if anyone's enjoying this. You know, just gives you feedback. Sometimes you get bad feedback and that's fine. I do understand some of the earlier videos too. I had a considerable amount of microphone issues as well at some stage. Jacks are betting in there, could have the best hand. So we're in defensive mode with the jacks. That's part of the fun when you're creating content. You gotta have some good videos, some absolute terrible ones. He's so excited. Ugh. He got me on the river. So you bet on the turn and on the river. Maybe I should have jammed. Maybe I should have jammed that turn. Because then he's making the bad play where... Yeah, I should have jammed the turn. So... Probably made the bad play there. Where I probably could have folded the river, but... I was trapped on trips. Ace Jack, we're actually going to call this time. Gonna check calling. We've got top pair, but good kicker. It's gonna check there again. Remember, it's a multi-way pot, so the pot could easily get out of control just with a pair. So we're just gonna do. And now the king's there. We're gonna throw a bet in and just see. They're gonna do a half bet. They might call with the king. We might get shoved on as well. And they've got a set, or they're trying to slow play straight, but a lot of times there I think they're just going to call us with a king. Maybe even weak ace. 2 cents, can't fault that. They're trying to lose the hands. Pocket eights. Couple of opens, nice. So getting some hands. You can see bet with ace queen offsuit. Probably the next thing I'm going to look at as well. Probably could have the best hand here. I'm going to check behind. They might have some weak pocket pairs. They could have a weak 10 maybe, but highly doubt it. I got a gut shot with king 9. I think it was king 9. And it's pretty disguised, but a bet there for king 10 suited. Should have called 10 for 10. Should have called 10 for 10. People will get frustrated. He's saying, come on. But he's not probably saying it to us. We missed our flush, unfortunately. We're not going to bluff at it either. But there is that play where you can do a check raise on the turn, then jam all rivers, even if you've missed it. But we did that successfully, but we did it also stacking. We also lost entire stacks to it, doing that trick. Okay, pocket fives. 3-bet king jack. Probably could have argued to 3-bet the king suits 10. Unfortunately, get raised on with fives. The fold. Maybe he thinks we're making a play. Yeah, so we got rid of, on the Zoom tables, or the Rush, is the Russian cash tables, we got rid of the ace-10 offsuit, which might seem really tight to you guys, but I just don't think it was worth it to have it in early position. Doesn't mean we won't play it in the blinds and, you know, around the deal button. Unfortunately, didn't hit anything there. We did have an open ender, so we did have a lot of rivers there. A call here with an ace. King jack's no good though. I really wish we had ace jack or something there, had a book. Unfortunately not. I think the ace is good there though. They say he's not sure. Which probably means he's got a marginal hand, or he doesn't know what the hell I've got. So people get confused when you throw checks in, but we had top pair. And that's why people will go check on the dangerous boards, keep the pot low, but then still get value from their thin type hands. Got to keep betting there just because of the dangerous board. Going for fives. Didn't get it. Alright, gotta go for one more value with the ace queen. Hopefully he just checks behind. 10 cents, pretty cheap. Okay, hit top pair, gotta bet it. I could argue a bet there, but just whiffed it though. I'm just gonna call. He could be doing that with a lot of hands. Pocket fives, just gonna fold. I'm gonna bet here and see what he does. He might actually fold. We couldn't win the hand regardless, unless he folded. It's always worth a try though. Hidden 8. It's only 4 cents. I'm gonna call. Oh, that guy had a bad beat somewhere. Alright, he trips. You never know, maybe he's trapping us, hopefully. Maybe he's just playing straight forward. Oh, there he's hit the king, maybe he's gonna raise us. Maybe he's just folded, I think. Maybe he called behind. Maybe we'll never know. That was a good flop. Need a queen. A lot of checking going on. Devon, I think, could be good there. Gut shot 4. Yeah, it's expensive, but could be bluffing there. We're bluffing there, but just throwing a bet in. He could fold a lot of better hands. Pretty slow going at the moment, it feels like. They're not getting many sets at all at the moment. Why did he only limp in for 2 cents? I've got to raise because we're out of position. The guy's not a good player. We could even have the best hand there with the ace. He's just limping in. He might not know what he's doing. That's fine. It's 2-0. I don't want to be that guy that just bags people out. I would rather encourage, because, you know, new players coming in, 10 for 10. New players coming in, you know, you want to encourage that because it means the game keeps going. It's the circle of life, or the poker life. New players come in, hopefully the OGs move up. There is a lot of good turn cards for ace-10 suited, so I've got a call. It looks like he's really trying to lose the hand as well. 5 is not a bad card for us. It means that he can't pay. You know, if he had any two pairs, it sort of cancelled behind. The ace scares us, so we check behind. Need a 6, but the clubs are out. Could have argued to raise with king 4. Not bluffing as much today. Yeah, probably should have just raised pre-flop. Probably would have taken it down since they're playing very carefully. They're in the hand, so maybe their range has been hit. Alright, still the pot. Yeah, trying to steal there, but I'm happy if they don't. They just call it, and you know, king 10's not a bad hand. Not a great hand, but it's not a bad hand. Alright, gotta bet this one. Got suited. It would be actually funny if we don't see the king 10 hand again, because that means he's folded. That means 2 cents actually worked. So why risk, you know, 15 cents if 2 cents is going to get the job done. So I think it actually worked, which is quite funny. That fork guy is using up all his time bank. I'm going to get stuck playing a dodgy hand for too long there. Just going to see what the flop brings. Sometimes you get trips on the flop. But out of position, just not going to play too many hands there. Alright, so we hit the queen with the blind battle, which is pretty good. Decent kicker. Small blind could be any two. Just got to really pay attention to this guy. Alright, it's gonna bet here. He could have ace queen though, if he's that type of player. I'm gonna bet the top pair. Alright, it's gonna call. Where are we? Oh, we're there. Yeah, ace 10. So he's just bluffing his ass, so you can actually call down a little bit wider. You're gonna be wrong a couple of times. We've got the ace of spades, we're not going anywhere. So you're going to be wrong some of the times, and they're going to use their... Some of the good players are going to use their... What you think of them as their leverage, I guess you'd say. That's just rude to come out. And I think the ace or king did play as well, so... The call wasn't as bad as it seemed. Guy's 3-betting us. Could be quite wide. Could argue a call. Even if we're behind. Could fluke it with hearts, but I think balls of steel to do that, but it gives you a lot of variance, that hand. Got a 3-bet there, see if we can steal from. He did a min bet there, so get to target it. A couple of guys said in the comments, you know, you can try and target some of the min betting because they're not as strong. They're just trying to steal from, you know, marginal hands. Right there as well, but we didn't really have a hand to fight back. We want to actually have... We want to have a hand that blocks them. I hit the king jack. I have to call, but I don't want to call. It's my bogey hand. Alright, we hit a 5. Alright, we've called with... Alright, we hit a jack as well now. It's few hands here. 10-8's gone. We actually hit a 5, so we're excited. Rather hit a 5 on that hand. Now we hit 2 pair. Gonna bet that one out. We do beat king high. I'm gonna call here just because he got an ace. He could get sticky trying to trap us. We do actually have the best hand there a lot of the times. Okay, he's gone all in, but it's a small pot, but still. Need a 5. Fold 6s there. It's pretty thin to run into 7s in that spot. Unfortunately. Probably didn't notice him being short stack, so that's probably a leak in my, yeah. Ace queen, we do have a gut shot, so we actually bet it. It's trying our luck there against under the gun with a couple of hands, but we end up getting out of the hand pretty quick. I think the gut shots they folded to our bet, which was nice. A lot of dangerous hands here. Even if we hit the 8, they could have a flush, they could have a straight. Don't forget the steal. Okay, pocket kings. Gone. Very big bet there. Hit the straight, actually. Should have bet there. We can probably check call his bluffs, maybe. A call with the king suited hand. King of diamonds there. That's the only reason we're betting it. Hit a 3, but you could easily have a 9. Alright, we're acting like we've got the king, but we don't. We have the second pair. Could be defending against... Ooh, that's actually a really nice hand. We actually got the straight. There is a bigger straight out there, so you got to be aware of that too. That's not the card we wanted, but we're going to call anyway. Where are we? Yeah, it's not the card we wanted. We could be argued to fold there as well. It's probably a bad call. Hit straight, we're gonna bet it. Bet the jack there as well. Bit of thin value. Is there a bigger straight out there? There isn't. We're just gonna go all in and just hopefully he pays us off. Wait a sec, what the hell was that? Oh no, that was that. I think we had the best hand though. We had a straight. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had a straight. But yeah, maybe I clicked on the wrong poker table. Normally I try and locate it first and then make the call and then have a look. It's if I'm interested. Out of position, gonna raise it with pocket 8s. Alright, pocket 8s, hit a set. Trap someone at least. Unfortunately, it wasn't a bigger stack. It all adds up in the end though. We're finally in the leaderboard though. I thought we had more money than that in the leaderboard. Oh, we've got money in the leaderboard in 5NL though. I think it was $1.20 in the leaderboard for 5NL. That's from last night. Or from yesterday afternoon actually. Pocket 10's acting like they're like acting tough. They're puffing their chest out, hoping to get a fold, but Pocket 10's got to slow down now. Ace king. Even if we get an ace or a king, we're probably going to check fold. Actually 12 cents, we get a call. It's cheap enough. Board paired up, I think, too, so we have a lot of 2 pairs that we beat. Probably could argue to raise there as well, but there's a lot of straights out there. Plus there's a lot of sets out there too. So something I learned just recently as well, with your top pair type hands, let's say you got ace king, or you know, pocket kings, pocket aces. Just remember when the board, how the board goes out there. If you can make a straight on the board, typically your paired hands half in equity, and that's huge. So a lot of people, if you can make a pair straight on the board, they usually check and try and keep the pot low and go for pot control. But then it depends too. Like if it's a 4-bet pot, it just depends. If it's a 4-bet pot as well, then it changes again. Because then, you know, if you've got pocket aces and it's a 4-bet pot, you could be trapping kings, aces, and jacks, and you should be like getting stacks in most times in a 4-bet pot. But if you've only in a 3-bet pot, or you know you've raised and you got 4 callers, and it goes 7, 8, 9, you can pretty much tell yourself you've probably got the worst hand. So aces look okay for the moment. Some bad players do check raise a bad hand. We're just going to continue betting here. We don't need to slow down. I'm just going to bet here, and he could call behind. Continue with a set as well, but we could run to a flush now. Hopefully the board pairs up. I'm going to call here anyway. We're going to be bad there a lot of the times, but also have the best hand there like that a lot of the times, so it's nice. It's just too tight to sometimes just fold the set. Just didn't want that spade. And that's fine. Alright, got pocket kings. Alright, so we're just jamming it in. We haven't ran into aces for a long time, so still expecting it eventually. Hopefully he's got queens or jacks though. He might actually fold as well to a jam. Yeah, ace king. And that's fine. Pocket king's actually getting a few good wins today, so it's good. No ace, no dice. Let's continue value betting with top pair, top kicker. I did have ace queen one time and ran into kings on the river. But to fold probably on the river, I'm just going to check behind here because look at all the hearts. Yeah, just going to check there. A lot of times we could be good. 3-bet there. Hopefully get a fold with ace 4. Alright, so we had a few good hands there. Still sitting at $68, which is actually really good. Especially when you start seeing some of the tables hit $4, which is nice. And if you can get the quantity in, and plus, you know, get the C dollars plus, you know, make the monies, you know, just from a standard table. I'm just going to raise and shovel in. It could be reckless, or he could be doing it to a better jack. The only thing that saved us was the queen there. Probably. I've done that trick with the trips a few times. That's definitely a leak in my game. It's a shame. We had a little brief period of some good hands there, but... Is it just a... Ooh, we got a straight draw. Straight flush draw. It's too expensive though. You know, it's a nice hand, but really you just want to keep the discipline, especially after a couple of bad hands. Like, it's probably just one bad hand, but we had some really good hands around it. But after a few bad beats or something like that, you just want to be aware that you could be prone to tilting or just making bad plays. So that's when you need to concentrate more and have just your wits about you, or just use a bit of common sense. Pocket 8 is a bit of a wide call there, just for the fact that we could be running into you know, a shove and then we have to fold. Pocket 8 could be good there. If he checks there, we've probably got the best hand. I'm going to call there one. Could have a 9 on the river. I'm probably folding the turn. Anything else? Probably could have called though, because if we're wrong, sometimes we could be right and he's just bluffing with ace king. And we have a gut shot, but I'd probably feel better with an open ender. Ended up being a bit expensive, that hand, so probably should have folded on the flop. Alright, he's 100% steal. We're gonna call it. Gonna have run into aces eventually, ace king. Got an open ender, we can check raise it. Got under the gun versus. I guess you'd rather be the one shoving with ace king rather than calling. We didn't really have enough hands on that villain too, so he could probably warrant a fold. It's a tight fold though. Alright, so it's probably hurt our win rate a little bit, those two last funky hands that we had. I'm going to call there. There's going to be a lot of turn cards that can go our way. Fold there. Really hope we get a good boost with $C just because of the quantity that we're putting in today. This is a bit like the last day where we have multiple sessions during the week. So at the moment during the holidays, I've been able to do multiple sessions. That's why I'm a bit up ahead. You know, when I release a YouTube video, I'm probably a couple of weeks in advance actually, so when you're watching this, I might be 10 NL, I might be even bust, I might actually be down low. You just never know. All I know is we've got a time limit with that 30 days for the whale. We're not going to pretend we know everything in poker as well. We're going to go in and try and be humble as anything. So even if we're winning, like, let's say we win $100 in a day, which we actually did, funny enough. We won like $90 in a day. That was with the C dollars. That was really nice. Gonna call $12. Got two pair here, there's hearts, but we're gonna go for value. It's thin value, you need to go for thin value. Alright, so if pocket fours we missed, so we just fold. Pocket jacks, you hit the set. So we hit a set with jacks. Jacks is a really good hand. King Jack off against under the gun is not really great. I got second pair. Probably should have just checked there. Alright, got a diamond for the diamonds. Gonna call one and then just see on the river. There we go. So pocket jacks, get a raise. Gonna call one more. It's pretty wide. Check behind. Hopefully he doesn't check behind because it's embarrassing hand. Hopefully, yeah, that's good. But it's just a shame. Pocket tens, hopefully puffing their chest out, acting like they get a win. Pocket jacks doing the same thing. We did 3-bet pocket jacks, so we could easily have done that with ace king. We are quite tight player as well. Like when people look at us, we are a tight player. Probably could have called there. Could have called with pocket tens there. Really need a bit of help. Go 3-bet there with tens. Okay, 2 lots of pocket tens. Pocket tens are coming out a lot at the moment. Pocket tens is coming out everywhere. Looks like we're hitting time bank in a few tables. Pocket tens is getting no love there. Yeah, an even worse card. Pocket tens and no luck there either. Pocket threes is in for the deal. Hit a 4, but alright, pocket tens again. Alright, got a 3-bet ace suited hand. Hits his range but not ours. Was there a heart at least? No, there was not. So we just donated to him. Sometimes you can 3-bet there and they fold. Through a pot, king 10 offsuit's getting out of there. Probably could have thrown in a bluff there. It was a small pot. Does probably add up after a while. Got ace 10, hit the 10. I'm gonna call 1 with the 2s and just see how we go. Ace king, betting it. I'm gonna call 1 more and then could have the best hand there. Could be actually valuing himself with a 10. It's dead board. We got to bet it for value as well. So he could have a lot of unpaired hands that we actually beat. I'm actually betting for value. Obviously, if he's actually got trips or a funky type hand, he's actually going to call. Raise it. I mean, look at 5s. We've got a set of 5s now. Ace 4. We could have probably went for the squeeze. Actually, going to raise it up quite a lot here, actually. Actually, no, I'm going to call. And call behind with pocket 3s, just the fact that we've got position. Probably could have 3-betted there. Pocket 3s get a help. Looks like we're going all in with ace king there because of the gold table. The gold standard is not the gold standard at the table. It's more like the all-in standard of any 2 hands, any 2 cards get there. Oh, jacks missed. Ace king gets a bit of love. Just gonna miss there with ace 4 overshot. Need a 10. Gotta check back for value. Could have the best hand here a lot of times. Just gotta call back. Just check back. Could be trapping us. Might not be as well. Alright, gonna go for more value. You must know that we've got a decent hand there. If he shoves us, what are we doing? A lot of hands there. He's gonna fold though. He's gonna find out he's he knows that we're quite tight, so it's not like, you know, we're not the worst player on the table. He's gonna know that we're quite tight and get out the way. 3-bet king queen suited. Ace jack shooting it. Shooting for the skies with ace jack. I hope it was suited. If it was ace jack spades, we're happy, but I don't know if it was. Yeah, okay, now we're happy. Oh, got aces. Got aces. Looks like a friendly, quite a friendly board, but you don't know, in poker sometimes, yeah, there's no friends in poker. Pocket aces again. We're going to hit pocket aces a fair bit now, it looks like. It's going to call pocket eights and just hope to hit spike an 8. Hopefully spike a 10. It's actually not a bad board because it looks like it's going to be 2 pairs for a lot of times. Going to bet here for 10s, but going to fold king jack. It's quite tight. I call once. Yeah, the board pairs up with aces. Makes it a lot harder for our opponent to have a better hand. I'm not saying he doesn't have a better hand. We're going to call here. He doesn't seem like a great player. Do have 14 hands on him. So it really means nothing, but a raise does mount concern. But we do block a lot of 2-pair hands here. He's going to shove here and just go for it because he looks like a bad player. We could have the worst hand as well. Alright, just fold. So it was just all for show. Sometimes you just got to believe. But yeah, we blocked 2-pair as well. So all those funky hands we did block a little bit of. Ace king could still be the best hand there, so we're going for value. King 3, I'm not going to 3-bet because if we get 4-betted on, we could be in a little bit of trouble. It's going to go of ace king. Unfortunately, looks like we didn't have the best hand. Well, unless he can't hand read properly, and but even still, it's very hard to call though. Pocket queens, nice. Fours. Alright, he bets into us. That's a red flag. Bets into us. Donk bet usually means top pair. Betting quite low as well. We're going to call him more. So he might have a jack here. He's scared of the ace. I'm going to throw in a small bet and just see if he can... We're going to try and entice a jack call, but we didn't get there. Sixes going to call. There is a chance. They don't... Got to remember at 2-L, they typically don't bet behind you as much, but when you're playing much higher, you get punished for that type of play. Just going to bet sixes there. We've got the best hand most times. Hopefully someone calls. It looks like we're just donk betting. King 10 just going to let go because it's just a weak hand. We hit top pair, but never 100% sure there. Hopefully sixes come back around and still in the hand, but it doesn't look likely. It's unfortunate everyone folds to us there. Hit a gut shot with 9-8. Hit an 8, we hit one card at least. You can get to the river and probably just go to showdown. Okay, I'm just gonna call behind. He could have a 7, but it's cheap enough. The car door. Someone turned up. Calling a 4. Need a 2. How much we got behind us? 65, so we lost those 2 hands. Kind of hurt us. But we do have a couple tables now that are, you know, moving up, so we should be still in the 90s with the bankroll, and then we should get a $C boost as well, which should be nice as well, since we're getting in a bit of but I'm gonna have an early night tonight too. It's just hit midday now though. We're playing a second session. Might be able to get a third session in after. To give you an idea, today's the 17th. So all the videos you've seen between now and when I first started playing GG poker, I pretty much did it all in 3 weeks so far. So some days we've been playing 2 or 3 sessions, and that's just another separate video altogether. So just knowing that I won't be able to play every day once I go back to work, and then there's going to be a section at the end of the year where I'll probably do too much overtime. So I'm gonna shut this down. Jack 9, dancing around everything, needs a hand on the river. And there's a flush, but we're gonna bet it. We got a straight, but we're gonna bet it. Ah, he folded. Probably could argue the 3-bet with the king. I'm gonna call once. If they got an ace, it gets sticky, so it's worth noting that a lot of people 3-bet quite heavy from the small blinds, so they're gonna be dominated there a lot of the time. So it's just not a spot to be. Yeah, you're just hoping to get 2 pair, but with such a weak kicker, is it really worth it? We're in a blind battle, could get exciting with the aces. Kings are going up in value. So we're 3-betting kings. Aces look like they're done with the blind battle. Sometimes they call and then see what you do, try and check, and then you bet you on the flop. Jack's got 2 overcards. Probably could call 1 with 8s as well. No help with Jacks, but he did get a free card, which was nice of him. 8-7. Do have a gutter, so I got a call. Didn't get it, but he didn't bet, so we're gonna bluff there.
Oh no, there's more there than that, my friend. We all like a bit of a good life.
I'm gonna follow ace queen. Hopefully it was ace queen offsuit. If it was ace queen suited, I should have probably called. But there is always a risk of having to call a jam or fold after, paying 40 cents. Alright, so we've got a gut shot and we've got a flush draw. He could be drawing to a heart as well, which would be nice. Haven't had many of those hands lately. Flush draw over flush draw. I have had that where I've been on the bad end of it though, but I've had plenty of flush draws where they've been good though. Now I gotta check raise him. I think I gotta fold 7s there. Okay, just gonna get a free card. We've got a lot of equity in the hands. Got any ace, I think. Still didn't get there.
There's more there than that, my friend.
Unconnected board, we just c-bet. We have a dry board.
Real rock and roller wants the fucking lot.
Hey, you know what the deal is. Let's just check call him now. We've played jacks pretty weak. Could call here. I've got a lot of outs on the river.
Because a real
Didn't get anything.
roller wants the fucking lot.
Wires get to the river, but sometimes could be the best hand. Raise here. Sometimes he calls and then checks on the turn because it's a free card. It's just a neat little trick.
People ask the question, what's a rock and roller? And I'll tell them, it's not about drums, drugs, and hospital drips. Oh no. There's more there than that, my friend. We all like a bit of a good life.
Getting some steals in there at the same time. So
Others are
we're not talking about steals as much now. They're coming second nature now.
or fame.
Not really doing too much at the moment. Just trying to keep things good. We've got the diamond, ace of diamonds there, so we're drawing to the nuts. So might as well boost up the pot a little bit. Got top pair, top kicker as well. Often those bets, remember the C bets actually mean we actually do have the best hand. I'm not folding 2 cents. Calling here, there's a gut shot plus flush draw. Finally, we hit our cards, so we're just going to check behind and check there and see if he bets us on the river. Tries to bluff us off the hand, that'd be nice. Probably should have bet there because they're just going to check behind, which is annoying. But we still win the hand regardless, so happy to upset. Get 3-bet with King Jack suited. Alright, so got a blind battle. He did bet low. Should end the hand. Don't think he's got a king. He's not checking the king. Alright, so he's not a great player. We're going to bet him, and if he shoves, we're calling. But nines are in. Alright, so this is a flip. I told you he's not a great player. I got a fold there. Probably should have just checked there. Someone laughing in the background just means they're just trying to entice, trying to tilt us, but we're really not that worried. Alright, finish to play this to other people in the pot. Like, we know where our strategy is. I actually don't know if we won the hand or not. Okay, we lost the hand, that's fine. Someone laughing at us. But ace king, you know, just who cares? It's just one of those hands. And people are going to be very salty against us as well. And some people will be aware that I'm posting these videos as well.
Can't you stop talking about money? It's boring, Tony.
Boring? What's boring?
You're boring.
Alright, got a gut shot King Jack suited. Got the best hand with fives. I'm gonna call with ace jack suited. Short stack, we're not going to bet there. He could also be laughing, not the fact that he's making a fun of us. He could be laughing that, you know, pocket eights won. Jamming all in pocket eights.
Can't you stop talking about money? It's boring, Tony.
Boring? What's boring?
You're boring.
Boring? What's boring?
You're boring.
Boring? What's boring?
You're boring.
Boring? What's boring?
I've hit a bit of a rough patch at the moment. I feel like
Boring? What's boring?
You're boring.
Boring? What's boring?
I need to stay strong though.
Boring? What's boring?
Keep going for the steals. Make sure we get the value bets in. Gut shot 5.
Antonio Montana.
Gut shot we got a bet at. Backdoor flush draw to the nuts. Missed it. There was nothing good there coming out of that. Maybe could have thrown a better of a bet there. He didn't look like he was really happy. This guy is very loose, so I've got to raise here. I'm going to jam, but he could have ace king. I'm going to say he could have the nuts though. But his stats, no. So he had pocket 6s, it looked like. Yeah, pocket 6s. So we just jammed with jacks there against such a bad player. So nice hand.
Can't you stop talking about money? It's boring, Tony.
Boring? What's boring?
And don't forget, we had that ace jack hand that got folded to us. We got a turn bet as well, I think.
You're boring.
So we had a couple of good value bets.
You're boring.
Boring? What's boring?
Trying to get a 2 pair.
Boring? What's boring?
Ace 10 gets nothing. Ace 6 we got a gut shot though. King Queen just absolutely want to fold now.
Montana.
I'm gonna check raise him. Got the straight.
Can't you stop talking about money?
Actually, just gonna raise him and see what he does. Gonna jam him here. Which table are we at? Oh, that one. Second one.
Boring?
So this is a split. Not exciting at all. That's sad. Continue betting there with the ace king. Calling for the jack. I'm just gonna check here. I'm not gonna call the river, I don't think, with top pair though. It's not a great hand for us. We do block the nuts though. And he's a bad player as well. Yeah. So he's not a good player. So we got him. Call behind with ace queen. Probably gonna fold kings there. He's beating quite big on a turn. Small bet. I'm gonna call it because he's got 2 overcards to the flop. Might be trying to lose the hand. Got a gut shot, so I'm gonna call. Need 5 for the pocket 2s.
Can't you stop talking about money? It's boring, Tony.
Yeah, I'm gonna fold there. Unfortunately, I missed. I'm gonna bet here. Could fold a lot of hands. So even pocket 3s. Oh, any hand that's not a set, obviously, could beat us. We probably lost to an ace there with king high. All right, hit a flush.
He's a fucking thief.
All right, missed. Sometimes we do that same move and we've got a set, so he could be betting into our better hands.
Oh no, he's better than good.
Alright, set down to 62, which is not great. Chances are we're going to get better C dollars. I think we missed it yesterday, the C dollars, but I think it was training wheels in a sense.
He's a fucking thief.
But we need to actually, you got to actually equate for it too, because we made EV we're up $8, but the rate killed us. But it doesn't matter if you get the C dollars, who cares, you know. And also, once we claim, we can get 50% cash back as well, rake back, which means you get $1 for every 200 points, I think it is. He's got a really tight 6% 3-bet, so that means he's probably 4-betting even tighter again. So he's probably only probably jamming in with 2% of hands or 3% of hands. So kings or better probably calling in with. Pretty tight the calling with queens though.
What's this Eddie like? The boy's got a rare ability. He seems to make cards.
Oh, he hit top pair with ace. But just going to check call. It's quite actually expensive. Actually, I'm gonna fold. Well, we could have done a C bet with ace queen. The 9 doesn't actually help anyone though, so he's either in front or behind. The question is he value betting ace king, or is he value betting his jacks or something, or kings maybe? Probably jacks or 10s. Yeah, pocket pairs doing a value bet. Probably shouldn't have called the 3-bet there. Probably could have thrown a bet in here. But I got a lot of equity, so I didn't want to actually get folded out. I'm going to bet there, he might fold. No, actually I'm going to check there. I'm not going to bluff. Yeah, we got lucky there. Actually got some value on that hand. He whiffed all around it. Unfortunately, we didn't hit our heart, hit our hand before. I'm gonna call 13 cents for pocket for a set of threes, just because there's an ace or a queen on, like especially an ace on the board. Do get your value from them getting too sticky. Pocket eights is gone. I'm gonna call one and just go from there. You could have ace queen, ace jack if he can't bet here. He's also scared of this board, so he's not going to do big bets. But he could easily have a king there in his range. I don't think we have the best hand. There is probably some percent of the time we might have the best hand, but you have to be a really bad player to have the worst hand there. I just think he's scared of the board. Maybe we raise him and then scare him off the hand. But there's that angle as well. But there is that chance that they just don't know how to fold it 2-0. We know they can't fold aces often enough. So can they fold a king often enough? I'm not sure. Throwing his steals. Probably missed a steal there, but I think a new player joined and I just missed it because it just overshot him. Small pot. If he's got an ace high though, he wins. If he's got queen high, we win. Alright, got jacks. Nice. It's gonna jam this guy. I think he's at 70%. Gonna jam. We're gonna be bad sometimes, but we should have the best hand sometimes as well. But we don't have that much info on him, so we could be running into a bad hand. Ace jack suited definitely looks nice. Yeah, against pocket eights, nice. Just gonna jam him a lot of times and just be good there. Probably should have just jammed the whole lot in with ace jack. We got a flush draw as well, so even if we're wrong, we've still got a second chance draw. That's what I like to call it, a second chance draw. Okay, we've got two pair on a gold table. Alright, got a bet for value. Betting for value, double gutter. Happy to call there. Should be the best hand. Unless he's got a set, but it's very unlikely. I'm just going to call sixes there, just if we spike a six, you get paid. Hopefully. So cheap though, but I'm going to fold. Pause miss. Opens. I'm gonna call with jacks and just this guy 5%. They're not doing it with nothing. Ace king and king, so nice fold. Probably could have c-betted. Probably could have bet again on the turn. Alright, lost a bit of hands. Lost a few medium sized pots there, which is a bit annoying. Well, probably small pots, but mid strength, I'd say. It's alright. Got a straight. Either donating or he's got to fold. We have a flush, so we're betting it. Alright, we have a gut shot and flush draw, so it's not like we're just bluffing with thin air. Hit our flush, hopefully he raises us with the lower flush. Board didn't pair up, which is nice. Jack 10, definitely a playable hand. No one throwing an egg at us. It means we're having good... Maybe the session's not so bad now for people throwing stuff at us, but we've got 62 behind us. It's not great. I'm going to fold here out of position with ace queen offsuit. It's not where I want to be. Get forced into a marginal hand in a bad position. If we had two hearts, we might have called. Get some min bet. We're going to play with queen 10. Going to dance with the devil, I guess, or the button, or the dealer. We'll call the button the devil. Go to the river, we could still have the best hand here. Yeah, we could have the best hand now with queen 10, so GG. Yeah, oh, he had queens there, that guy. But that was the other hand I didn't talk about that hand. It was the other hand against the dealer I was talking about. That was the small blind guy. Played quite trappy actually, but he got a low pot for his queens. But I guess because the ace on the board kind of gave it a discount. So when people have a scare card, they sort of open the door for bad beats. Hey, pocket kings on the small blind. Hopefully we get some action. Deep enough. He's continuing, but are we ever scared? Alright, so we've got an unknown player. We've got a good hand with the other one. Playing against our friend, someone we've made a bit of money from. Got a donk bet into the other guy. I think I think we're folding here actually. We could have the best hand, but I'm just going to continue betting here with King Jack. We could have the best hand there a lot of the times. Gotta assume I've beaten that guy, but there is a saying, assume means makes an ass of you and I. He left, so I think, no, it was the wrong table. Yeah, so nice hand. I'm gonna call there. I don't think we have enough read on him though, but top two. Yeah, King Jack, but the board pairs up. We're laughing. Still top two. Gonna bet that one. All right, so we beat him. That's the problem when you have. I'm gonna bet this one, but we're not happy with it. Probably argue 9-2 suited is just, it's going into the wildebeest. It's going into the forest. Sixes are folding. I'm gonna call here. If we could spike a king, that'd be nice. Got second best hand, but I'm gonna fold. I'm gonna check for check call the river. So I think it is checked behind. We could have probably continued betting. Hit a king. Won another diamond. Missed the clubs, but we didn't overprice ourselves in. Don't like our kicker, so we're letting go. Alright, hit sixes, nice. Get a bet the set of sixes. There's an ace on the board, so he's probably gonna just flat call us. There's our friend again, but we're just gonna check behind. He could easily have a jack here. We don't want all the money he's offered us to just go from one hand. Yeah, so he's been pretty good to us. So where is he? He's on this table. So I'm going to put the green light on him. Look at nine. It's got to fold there. There's Jack and a 10 out on the board now. 9-8 just got no love there. I'm going to call it the 5. It's a bit rich, but I feel like giving GGM a hand. Keep him there a little bit more. Yeah, I'm going to fold there just like that. He could probably have a lot of good hands there. Good aces there. Ace queen. I'm going to call behind with ace suited type hands, so we'll go from there. Yep, so it's a nice hand for ace queen. Raise with pocket eights, just hopefully get paid better when we do make our hand. Go check behind. We do have a spade, a backdoor flush draw. Let's gonna call it K2. Hopefully, definitely a good hand, and we've got a straight here. I'm gonna bet it, but we could have the lower end of the straight. I'm gonna check raise there with King 2. We'll be just pricing us out too. Everyone might be folding as well. So at least we got one table that's over around $6 now, which is nice. Got a table here that's worth 5. So it's not, you know, with our bankrolls did go down a little bit, but at the same time our tables are going up. So it's still a good sign. Maybe we're still around that even mark. If you can just break even, that's even fine. Just slightly down's even okay, because that you know you're going to get that boost from the C dollars. But you don't want to have to necessarily rely on the C dollars. Not 2 pair. We just get a better. Hopefully get 6 on the river because it's a paired board, so I can get the book. We're actually not bluffing this time with queens. Hopefully he shoves us over the top. I was hoping to see more. It's just a nasty hand. Just a nasty hand. It's just a cool one. Never folding there against the big blind though. Which hand was that? It was just savage. But Five's just trying to get something out of the hand. Just remember we can be prone to mistakes now, so we need to just tighten up a little bit. Like obviously still go for value when we're in front, but just the only upside to those hands is that, you know, we could have the best hand. Looks like he's got diamonds or a made hand there, just betting it. What's with people betting so low? It's not funny. See what he's got. Maybe he's got a call. No, he folded. I put him on an ace. Alright, we got an open-ender flush draw, so we're gonna bet that one. Poor guy, he's been getting killed by us. I'm gonna call there. Open-ender, but there's a flush. I'm not gonna go it. Hit top heads, gonna check call. I don't want to have to bet and then be raised on. So now we just call and it should be okay. Yeah, so actually you should have the best hand there. We had top pair. So he actually valued himself in, which is nice. So they're the hands that excite me. It's not the... Alright, we're going to bet them. Call pocket nines. I'm going to call one just in case threes come out. Flower Jr. is going to fold, but he could be whiffing it. He looks a bit suspect. Which means you can call wider and be good some of the time there. Because he could just spaz out and just throw it down any two, but I don't think we have that much to justify the call. Queens. Don't even have a gut shot. Let's get a fold there. If we had a gut shot, 2 overs, then a call, but... Alright, Queens are on defensive detail. Let's get a bet there, hopefully he just folds, and yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, the other thing you could do is probably check there and just induce a bluff on the river. It's probably good as well. Okay, we're a little bit scared of queens now in the small blind. We've been a little bit shaken up, I guess you'd say. Alright, gonna check there. Standard place is to check with queens. With I think it was kings. So he could have the worst hand, he could have the best hand. Chances are he's actually throwing in an ace, but I'm going to call just to see if he's got the 10. Yes, he had an ace. So some people actually have that value bet anyway. He said sorry, so it's not a big deal, that hand. A call, try and get 2 pair. Hitting trips would be nice, but how many times have I overdone trips and stacked off? So currently, I reckon we're probably sitting around 80s bankroll at the moment, but hopefully get another good boost up with C dollars, and that will get us back up well over 100. Good call there. Need a prayer. Need a queen. Alright, good call there. Got 2 overs. The diamond out there. Just. No, I'm gonna fold there. Got like nothing. Alright, a bit of folding going on. Ace Jack offsuit. Could have the best hand there with 10-8, with the 10 at least. Go for pot control. Do have a kicker or a queen now, which is not a bad hand, so got a calling hand. Gotta use that scare card and just throw a bet in. I'm gonna fold against flower. Could be folding a chop though, but you don't really want to call the chop. Bloody Soldier. I think Soldier was the guy that had pocket kings, but what happened? He's lost his stack already. I think, unless he's targeting us again. Some people might actually do that. I don't think I'm a good target though. Maybe people seen my earlier videos. I like to think I'm getting stronger as a player. Yeah, if Soldier's lost his stack... Oh, we must have got it back. That's not a good river. We could probably check behind there, because if we get jammed on, we might be forced to fold the nuts. What an 8, because of the flush out there with the trip of kings. So we just gotta check there. We don't want to be forced out the hand straight away. What a silly hand that was. He could value better his club. We have a calling there? I'm not sure. Alright, so I feel like I'm playing somewhat still good. A lot of people I know will say, oh, you're too tight. But one of the first things I said is you start tight, then loosen up. So we're just... Because at the moment, when we loosen up, especially out of position, we're in a bad spot a lot of times. Alright, we're in position, got some hands here. 5%. I'm going to fold there. Because he does 5% 3 bets. We're not suited either. If we're suited, maybe we go for it. Get a 3 bet against the fish. There was a 35% BIP. Should be just an easy fold for him anyway. I'm going to raise a king jack offsuit. Gonna bet here, do have a gut shot. I want the gut shot to come through. I don't really particularly even get an ace there. I preferably just want to fold, but make the hand a lot easier. I'm gonna 3 bet him. Looks like a solid player. Let's hit 2s and just annoy the opponent. Would be nice. There was always that chance he's just gonna push all the way in. And just makes the hand easy and just get out of. Shame we didn't hit the queen and he shoves all in. I'm gonna check here. We've got a good hand. But he's in early position. This is a great board for us. So we don't want to raise us, and we don't want to raise and then him shove and then get put off the hand. So we actually want to make it all the way. And I think just checking behinds here, fine. I think we get a bit of value. I think I missed the hand actually where it was. Oh. But I think we played the hand perfect, so that's fine. Just getting some steals. King2's gone. 3 bet against the 26%er. This guy, yeah, fold. Doesn't seem to steal as much. Gonna call there with ace 10. It's 5, nice. If he goes check tank on the turn, we could probably bluff him. I'm gonna call here for a king. A call there. Hopefully the board pairs up with the set of 4s. Got a gut shot with, but disguised gut shot. I'm gonna bet quite big here. Poor guy. Poor guy. If he checked there on the turn, we were actually bluffing him on the river. Alright, so you're just going to bet here for value. He could have the 5 some of the times. He could even have an overpair. But we're just going for value most times there. Second pair. King 3 whiffs it. Could have called King Queen suited. It's a bit of a terrible hand. Could have checked there, King Queen. Could be dominated. Also, he's going to fold if you throw a bet in too, so... Okay, so now we're not dominated. Alright, gonna throw in a big bet there just because we booked it. Pocket 10's gonna call. Gonna call with 3s. Not the one I wanted another 3. 10s just didn't make it. Say he's got like a jacks or something better. Queen Jack, we've got the flush draw, got the open ender. Throwing in a big bet there, but probably want to see a fold there. Or if he calls, I like to see the hand, but I've got a feeling he's gonna fold. You know, we had King Queen. That guy's gonna fold, I reckon. He would have had like, could have had anything. If he had Ace King, I think he beats us anyway. I had King's full. Maybe that was a really bad play. Maybe he actually had us beat. The only way we had him beat was he was trying to bluff us with like jacks or something. So if you followed the river. I donk bet him. Get a 10. Get a bet again. Jack 9. A bet there, got trips. Bit rude. With the other hand, we're lucky to hit the trip, so it made up for that hand. Ace 4 suited. Got aces, let's go. I was going to call here, but hopefully Franco, who's been known to shove in at the random times, doesn't do it this time. Alright, so he folded, that's fine. Look at aces again. Not really happy with pocket aces now. Alright, we're out of the race with 7s. Alright, just got a jam here and just hopefully get a call. It's gonna fold. Aces probably no good there. He did the greedy bet, so hopefully we get the 6 of diamonds there. That'd be really nice. That'd be a straight flush draw, which would be pretty cheeky. We're never folding there. Unfortunately, the 6 didn't come out. The 6 of diamonds come out. That'd have been really cheeky. Alright, hit the nuts, so we're betting it. And we're going quite big as well. Going huge. Go huge or go home. So I think he just called. Probably didn't call, he probably just folded, but you just never know. You can't assume that they're going to just not call. Need to do those over bets sometimes and you get money for it. Probably could have bet there, probably lost a steal spot there. What are we looking at with the promos? So 4-6 at the moment. Jack's going in. That guy seems to be on fire at the moment, so. Hit a jack, but still not happy. Just gonna call. Got second pair, but 10%. Just gonna go check on the river, I think. Deep stacks, they're calling the 9s. Goes all in. 22 hands. I have to call. I don't want to call, but I have to. I had 9s, so nice, lucky. Ace-Jack just danced around it. I think he's just whiffed it, but I just didn't want to... Well, deep stacked, so I just wanted to be a little bit careful. Because he senses any weakness at all. He could have had pocket 10s there as well. Alright, so multi-tabling's actually improved. I mean, gotta remember, there was a time where I was making really bad plays multi-tabling. I'm not saying I'm perfect at all, I'm far from it. Far from it. But there's plenty of tables now that have actually gone up in value. And, you know, the queens versus kings, it's just a spot where they could be jamming with ace king. That's just a bad beat. King queen, I should have just folded. Because the gold table just normally they just jam. They go absolutely nuts. I called it, yeah. If we got ace king, we're calling and just going for the flip. And just go to join the party. I just don't know why they see gold and they just go, okay. Alright, so we're doing good folding to the 3 bets. Trying to stay disciplined. Oh, this poor guy. But we just gotta leave him. Not going to steal his blinds as well. Need to try and keep him in the game a bit more. Let's get a check there. Get out of there. Min bet. That was a misclick, by the way. Man, this guy. Is he gonna have a better hand than us? Is he gonna have a better hand than us? It's very hard for him to have a better hand than us. Poor guy. I mean, maybe he's gonna call one day with a better hand. I wanted to see the straight flush draw, but you'll notice that we're playing a little bit looser on the blue tables. A bit tighter on... Zoom's just full of nits and regs and just all kinds of nasties, so... 2NL is a bit different though, but even 5, like that 5NL session last night, that was just full of... In the last video. On that last video, the video before last, they were just full of regulars. I want to call, but the board's paired up. I think it's this reckless calling there. It's after 1 o'clock. I should have some lunch. I think we're due for a break. Probably shouldn't have called with 5-4 suited, but why not? Try something different. Fold. Alright. We got 2 pair. Let's get a jam it. He could have a better hand, but so be it. Paul is just short bet there. Alright, so he's just had Jack 10 or Jack 9 with the suited hand. So he just jammed it. Remember what I said last time? There was a situation where I'm going to bet he could have ace king folding better hands. But yeah, there was a situation similar to that. I didn't shove it on the turn where I should have. He probably would have called and still won the hand, but regardless, it was the best optimal play. Alright, so it's nice to have the big pot. We're going to call just for a one outer. Probably not great. Yeah, we can't call. Probably shouldn't have called the turn bet. It's a bit silly. Because he's never probably calling... He's probably never calling, yeah, that river bet when we hit that miracle card anyway. So it's probably just negative EV. I'm going to call there. Another situation, big blind versus under the gun. A couple of wide calls from me. I don't know what I'm doing. Probably should have called the ace offsuit one against the cutoff rather than this one. Alright, hit one ace. If I can hit the other pair, it'd be nice. Alright, so trying to go for that miracle card. I'm going to bet the ace actually. Trying to get the value. I was hoping to get the miracle there, but we're going to bet there for the jack. Jack's in our range. Gonna fold. I think Jack's no good there. He's being like he's got the queen or better. He just doesn't want to get run over. And some of them that have played against me a bit, especially in the early days, they would have known that, yeah, I was a chasing monster. I'm gonna raise with twos just in. Okay, against Yobster we're ball betting. King 9 no good. Maybe on the river, but if he's got a queen, no. Okay, twos are gone. These guys are insane. Alright, so happy to shove here. He could have ace king easily. He could still have, yeah, he's still got aces, but there's always that chance they got aces, but such a bad player, we can't assume he's going to turn up with aces too much. And we can still get the king, it's not totally dead. Yeah, there you go, we get the king, so. It's just a flip. Every now and again you get your king. A lot of times they have ace king, a lot of times they have queens. So every now and again kings get, you know, get that wild card and just win towards the end. Yeah, gut shot. Gonna fold. He's short stacked as well. So we folded because you're short stacked. I'm not going to chase for a low prize. I'm going to call fours and hope. That wasn't the same fours. They've got two fours going, I think. I can bet, well, I think I've got the best hand with fours. Actually, we could probably argue to call this. If he checks us, we could easily have the best hand. Alright, I'm going to fold, but I'm not happy about it. Jack 9, we're betting. It's going to be a blind battle. Ace has got folded to in the small blind to the big blind, unfortunately. Probably argue to check behind, but far out, you can't really. I got an 8. Better than nothing. Hit top pair with kings, but such a bad kicker. All sense seems to me he's just trying to see where he's sitting at, but I'm gonna throw in a bet there. This guy is excited with his ace, but we're gonna find out how good his ace is. Alright, king jack, so just a bad bet. It's gonna check call the river there. Probably could have argued to throw a bet in with the 2 pair, but I didn't want to overvalue it as well. He's thinking a lot. That can be a tell sometimes when people just take a long time. Said queen jack's actually called. Okay, wow. Oh, I actually checked behind. We're gonna call him. Alright, so I had second best with ace jack. Could have the best hand there some of the time. 3's you got a bet. No gut shot with the queen 10 suited. I'm gonna call. Alright, good news, bad news. There's a flush out there, but we got the straight. Need to have balls of steel. We're gonna call him. I think the board paired up. We could actually fold. We could have actually folded this. Very lucky, actually. It just shows you that spot, right? You got a straight. But how hard is it? Like, if someone jams you there, what are you going to do? We're going to act like we got the flush. We got the nut flush. Draw. With the nut flush. Draw. We got the nut flush. Draw. Yeah. If we call with his jamming all flops, if we see 2 hearts, we're jamming. If we hit an ace, maybe we're jamming as well. Oh, we're just jamming, who cares? He's short stacked. He could have missed the ace. He could be killing us. I really don't care what he's doing. Where is he? He's probably just folded. Alright, so open ender. Missed the hand, but still in it. Gotta call because there's an ace there. It gets a little bit sticky. Do have 2 diamonds, get a bet it. It's gonna call behind. Gonna call, it's expensive, but he's got a deep stack there. Well, not overly deep. Balls are gone. I'm gonna bet it, but I'm not gonna be happy about it. Gonna bet it, not gonna be happy about it. Alright, so he folded that one at least. 6's got through as well. Jesus. So got a few marginal hands there and a few bluffs that worked. Someone's putting that stupid straddle thing on, I think. Actually, you know what? It hasn't actually happened. For the last couple of days, straddle hasn't actually happened. I actually hate the straddle. And I think maybe people complained about it because it is really annoying when you multi-table. People could actually do it. Yeah, oh, okay. No, they haven't. Just ignore I said any of that. He's going all in, not looking. Alright, so it means he won't last at the table that long. We just hope to get a hand. Take him out. Hopefully he score a 7. Especially with a double, with, you know, 7 kings on the board. Could have the best hand there with sevens. We don't want to raise or anything like that and get blown off the hand. I'm gonna fold there. It's a tight fold with king queen, but a call. Got top pair, but can't be that excited. Checks behind. I don't think he's got a spade, so top pair could actually take it away. Don't need to throw a bet in if we got showdown value anyway. Because sometimes they do check behind with the strong hands, and this way he just keeps the pot low. Four's no good there. I got a bet there, got an open ender. And if we hit an ace as well, it's even better because we know that people get quite sticky. Got a call here, did a 10. Alright, so it's a big bet. I got a fold there. Gets under the gun, we get a fold. The call, the king queen. I'm gonna raise a king 5. I'm gonna throw a little bit of a wild card out there just to stir them up a little bit. But chances are we'll just get a fold pre-flop and then just go to the next hand. Yeah, slow pipe. No one's hit anything. Try and keep stealing pre-flop. Got a fold there. He could have ace high and he's still good. Curiosity kills the poker player sometimes, so just, you know. A lot of people in the micros don't bluff enough, and when they do bluff, it's blatantly obvious. I'm just gonna bet the nines. I just don't want it to go check, check, check. I just want people to call behind. We also do it with donk bets as well, so it looks like we could have just a weak top pair. Okay, wrong color. Alright, second best pair. I'm going to bet it anyway because we do have position. He's really not showing much strength there. Probably could have went for a steal there, so we've got to be a little bit careful. But we're almost stealing, like, not stealing, but you know what I mean. We're just trying to take the blinds every so often. It seems to be going pretty well for us. We're doing it without thinking now, so for the most part, every now and again we miss one, but that's fine. Just gonna call one, see if we get spike and ace, but probably gonna let go of the turn bet now. A lot of good turn rivers, turns for the other hand. Okay, we got a straight, so I got to bet it. I mean, really, who's got 4-2 in that hand? Like, how many people crazy enough to have 4-2? But we are. Hopefully, he's got ace jack and he just like shoves or over bets. Maybe a set. Who knows? Fold ace queen. Probably should have checked more closely to what player was actually raising us with ace queen, because he was 3-betting us, and some people do it wide. And if someone does it with king jack, you know, we definitely want to be up against them with ace queen. Gonna bet that one. Just don't want another club at the table. Okay, hopefully small stack gets out of the... Hopefully, I just really wanted small stack just to stack off. He maybe hit a queen and he's slow playing us. I highly doubt it. Usually what happens is they check fold. Nice, nice, nice. Queen 10's gone. So one for pocket queens, and then we actually hit the set as well, which we didn't need to. We're actually good pre-flop, so it was a good shove. We made the call because we saw he's a little bit wild. So whenever you see him a bit wild, you can open up there. You can open up your shoving range. Need a 9 actually. It's pretty hard, but threw the smoke at us. But seriously. And some people might think it's unfair, but it used to be like everyone used to have, you know, on PokerStars, only particular people have poker HUDs, not everyone does. But in this case, everyone's got this HUD that, you know, you can click at and you can see the stats. Everyone's got it. Probably not everyone knows how to use it though. I used to use Poker Tracker 4 back in the day. Yeah, so it's good to see a table that's... Oh, what's this guy doing? This guy's not enough read. I'm going to let go. I could have called because I had position though. I'm going to call here expecting to get shoved on. If I raise, I'm going to get shoved on. So I'm going to call behind, hopefully get a good flop and just get double up. Have we got like 2 pair or something? Well, preferably I like to see 3 aces on the board and they shove in. That way there's no chance of being outdrawn. It's going to fold there. Double pair on the ball. There's a 2. We could have the worst. We could have the best hand there. Could also have the worst hand. Could be also drawing dead pretty much this ball. Sometimes you can call there and they slow down, but being out of position, it's pretty hard. Probably should have called there with ace-9. What the hell's going on here? So I think we lost our friend GJM or whatever it is. He's not really our friend, but yeah, he just had rotten luck against us. We've got a bet here actually. Got a set with 5s. Gonna fold there, gets the short stack. If I bet there, he could jam. You might think maybe you should do it and then just call his jam. Ace Jack suited probably would have done that. I need the board to pair up. I'm gonna check behind. Need the board to pair up. It's actually a scary board for a set. Alright, now it's just a chop. I'm not gonna bet for a chop. So sick. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. It does happen. It's coming to that time again. Should have some lunch and eat something. If I overplay, I'm not going to start playing good. At the moment, I feel pretty comfortable actually. Like, usually I'm like, oh no, I've got no chance, and you know, like, just start losing bad. I actually feel like I'm holding myself pretty well. I'm playing pretty well. Just don't want to overstay it. Need a 4 with ace-3, but we'll do with the club as well. Got a bet here for value against someone that's got 31% BPIP. Check behind. Can't bet it. Gonna lose our equity if we get raised on by folding. Have to fold. And jamming with a gut shot's a bit of a stretch. Alright, got a bet there. You never know. Gonna half bet this. They could fold. Just gonna keep betting. If he's got king queen, good luck to him. He could have king queen. Shit, I reckon he's got king queen. I can't fold king 6, can I? I guess he's made, he folded. Oh, well. I feel like we dodged a bullet, but we probably could have We probably could have just called. I'm sick of checking. I'm gonna fold there. I'm gonna call against under the gun though. Alright, good. We've got someone calling. Next time we'll have a look and see what we're up against. Alright, so this guy's just shoving. He's probably got an overpair. Try and get him hopefully. A lot of draws at King 10. Queen 10, we're actually gonna call. Quite a fun hand. Top pair, but it's such a scary board. A lot of draws now. I'm going to raise and then I'm going to shove on the on every card on the turn. That's the Queen 10 suited. This is a spot where I'm just going to flat and just see what happens. Yeah, I have to call. I can't fault that. We're going to start behind a lot of the times. Yeah, we just have so much equity in the hand. We have to... And then when you go all in on the flop... Please give me a queen. Where's this table at? He's just... I reckon he's just milking us, but I'm going to call it anyway. Like a milking us. Missed the heart. Alright, I think that's time to call it actually. I'm gonna call it. There's been a few moments there. Close moments. I guess with the queens, he's been betting so small. We did have a good hand with the Queen 10 though. I just think things are just turning for us. We need to get out of that one. No 3. Still could have the best hand here a lot of the times. But the Jack and Queen definitely hit him. Could have Ace King, Ace 10, Ace 8, King 10. Okay. And I think that's it. We'll see how... I think we're actually going to be down a bit. Maybe not. I feel like we played well considerable, but... Time for a break. Alright, so we're up $5, and that's actually really good. I told you I felt comfortable. There's no lie, but we did lose a few. We're at 4.6 now as well. Trying to get a few sessions to 2-0. Just trying to boost up. Just don't want to be on the cusp with 5-0. But what I'm going to do is try and play like a 25 bankroll strategy. But when we're getting overrun, like when we got overrun at 10-0, we sort of held our own at 10-0 for a bit, but then in the blind battles we got a little bit behind, so we still have to learn more about the blind battles and stealing from lay position against the buttons and all that stuff and the small blinds. Before we move up to 10-0, we'll be comfortable there. 5-0 we're good, but once we get tired we start falling behind, and then we start calling 3-bets, start calling a few... we start chasing too much. Some of the old demons of our, when we first started playing cash, started coming back. But now, yeah, now we're playing 2-0. We're actually crushing it. The session before we were up 8, but the reg back killed us, so we're down a couple dollars. But this all adds up because we should go well at the daily flip tournament, which goes once a day. And one time we got $89 from the flip tournament. I think that's the day that we played the 5-0 quite a lot. So, but yeah, we're still at 5-0 in this cycle. I think we played last night, and then we've played 2 sessions 2-0. And we've had some good sessions. Just gonna have a quick look at seeing what the EV thing is. Denied. Unless we can't do that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you next video.